Hello, kids. Welcome to another episode of Scratch. My name is Ijoma. I'm still your Scratch tutor. So today we'll be looking at interactive animation with user input. Okay. And what you'll be learning by the end of today's class is how to use user input in animation. Secondly, how to apply conditional statements such as if and if then else to trigger responses. Then thirdly, you'll learn how to design an interactive story or animation that responds to user choices. So we'll be creating a project. Okay, the name of our project is a story. It will be The Princess and the Little Fox. And guess what? The story is quite interesting and fascinating. So this is the story concept. Princess Elena is on a big adventure. Deep in the forest lies a magical treasure that can save her kingdom. But at the edge of the trees, she meets Anga, the tricky fox. Anga won't let anyone pass unless they solve her clever riddle. Will the princess answer it right and continue with her quest? That's a question, and it's left for you to find out. So keep watching. So here is the characters. That's the sprite we'll be using for our project. The first sprite we'll be using is Princess, as you can see here. Then the second sprite we'll be using, of course, is Fox. That will be our anger. Then the third thing we'll be choosing here is our backdrops. The first backdrop we'll be using is woods. The second backdrop we'll be using is pathway. The third backdrop we'll be using is castle 1. Then we'll start coding. Then we'll also have a fourth backdrop. The fourth backdrop, of course, will be our ending part. So we're going to create it by ourselves. Okay. So now we'll go to Scratch and start. Let's go and create our story. So here is a new page. We won't be needing our default card for this project. So we'll go on and delete our card. Deleted. Now we'll have a clear page. So go to your sprite library and search for princess. Our princess is right here. So choose her. Alright, she's on the stage. So we'll go back to our sprite library and we'll search for fox. And our fox is right here. Just like the princess have so many costumes. And the fox also have so many costumes. So let's go and choose our backdrops. Go to your backdrop library and look for wood. Alright, woods. You select woods. Then you go again. And select pathway. Search for pathway. Pathway. Then the third backdrop we'll be using is castle. Alright, castle 1 is right here. That's the entrance to the palace. The next backdrop we'll be using is, whoa, not here. The one we'll be creating by ourselves. We'll do that at the end of this project. So let's change this to wood. Alright. and then we'll position our princess well. And then the fox. The fox is backing the princess, and we don't want that. We want the fox to face the princess. So we're going to flip the fox. Let's flip the, it should be minus 90. Minus 90. And flip. That's right. Okay. And our princess is here. So let's click on the princess and code. You go to your events and you get when green flag is clicked. You drag and drop it here. You want something to happen when green flag is clicked, right? When green flag is clicked, let's take the princess to this place. We may need to reduce the princess's size. Let's give her size 80. Alright, to make her appear smaller. Alright. So when green flag is clicked, you want the princess to go to this position. So go to your motions and go to XY block, drag it and place it here. Okay, we want our princess to glide from here to here. No, let's do it again. When green flag is clicked, we want the princess, she's already there. We want the princess to glide from here to this place. Okay, so get your glide 1 second to glide 1 second. Drop it here. Listen, click on your green flag. Oh, the princess is moving so fast. We don't want that. So let's make her glide for 2 seconds instead of 1 second. Alright, she's gliding slowly. We can also make it 3 seconds. To make it slower. You don't want our story to be rushing so fast, right? Okay. So when the green flag is clicked, the princess will glide from here to here. Okay. So click on the fox. The fox is here. So when green flag is clicked, but we're going to make the princess pass a message when she glides. So go to your broadcast, get your broadcast block, drop it here, and we'll create a message, new message. Let's create a message. We should name it Fox Appear. Fox Appear. Okay. So broadcast Fox Appear. So for the fox, when green flag is clicked, we want the fox to hide, right? The fox will hide. And then when I receive fox appear, show, go to your loops and get your show block. Show. We want the sound to play before it shows to make it look like it's appearing on this teleporting sound. So we'll go to our sounds and then we'll search for teleport. Teleports. Alright, this is the teleport one. This is the teleport two. And this is the teleport three. So we'll go with the teleport two for the fox. So choose teleport two and you return back to your code. Then you go to your sounds and get play sound until done. Okay. So let's make it play the sound before it appears. Click on the green flag, listen. Alright. Have appeared. Okay. So it will appear and then it's going to say something. Show and say to show wearing this costume. So let's look for switch to fox. This costume should be fox A. Fox A. So switch to costume. Switch costume to fox B. Fox B, the fox will be seated to sit down and then it will ask the princess or it will tell the princess rather, it's not at the accent part. Get your say hello block and drop it here. And type in welcome. Welcome traveler. It should be in form of a speech bubble. Traveler. Welcome traveler. Listen. Welcome traveler. This block should be here. It should show like this before it switches. Listen. I want it to be standing before it to say anything. Let's make it wait for 1 second. Wait for 1 second. Welcome traveler. Oh, let's remove this first. Welcome traveler then. We'll go to the princess's part. It's going to say something to pass a message after saying welcome traveler. Let's remove these two blocks for now. Then broadcast a message. Broadcast a message. Name this message. Welcome. So for the princess, let's go back. When I receive welcome, when I receive welcome, say who are you? Who are you? Princess will ask the fox, "Who are you?" And then broadcast. We create another message. Broadcast anger. Broadcast anger. So for the fox, when I receive anger, when I receive anger, switch costume to fox B and say, and say, I am anger the fox. I am anger the fox. Or you can say, my name is anger the fox. Okay? I am the guardian I am the guardian of this forest. I am the guardian of this forest. It will say this text is long, so let's make it talk for 3 seconds. My name is Anga the Fox. I am the guardian of this forest. Then Anga will stay as the princess. What do you seek? Question mark. What do you seek? After asking this question, Anga will pass a message to the princess. So go to your events and get your broadcast block again. Broadcast. Elena answer. Remember the name of the princess is Elena. Elena answer. Okay. So go to the princess's part. When I receive, where is our when I received love? Okay. When I receive Elena answer, say 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 my name is Princess Elena. My name is Princess Elena for 2 seconds. Then switch costume. When green flag is clicked, you also want her to switch her costume. She should be Elena A. Princess A. So my name is Princess Elena for 2 seconds and she'll switch her costume to, let's look for, alright, to costume B where she's begging. Okay? Where she's begging. And then she will say something. She's going to say, please, my kingdom is in trouble. I need to get the magical treasure. I need to get the magical treasure. Our text is becoming long, so we may need to get another, say, block. Let's place it here. Please, my kingdom is in trouble. I need to get the magical treasure to set my kingdom free. To set my kingdom free. Welcome, traveler. Who are you? My name is Anga the Fox. Our text is covering the princess. The text of the fox is covering the princess, and we don't want that. So let's make some modification. Um, let's take this back. Go to emotions. The princess should glide from her previous position to this place. Princess will stop here. So get your glide. Change it to 2 seconds, or we changed it to 3. It was 3, right? So listen. All right, welcome, traveler. It's still the same thing. The text of the fox is still covering her speech or the princess. So let's change it. Click on the red button and change it again. The princess should glide from here. It's going to glide from that position to this place. Okay. So change it again to 3 seconds. Shit. What did I do? Alright. Change it to 3. Um, okay, that's perfect. Welcome, traveler. Who are you? My name is Anga the Fox. I'm the guardian of this forest. What do you seek? My name is Princess Elena. Please, my kingdom is in trouble. I need to get there. All right, we'll make her talk for 3 seconds. She'll say this for 3 seconds. For the second text is short, she'll say that for 2 seconds. So listen. My name is Princess Elena. Please, my kingdom is in trouble. I need to get the magical treasure to set my kingdom free. All right, when she's done talking, she's still going to switch back to Princess A. Okay, then she's going to pass on a message to the fox. She'll broadcast the message. So she's going to broadcast not this. We'll create take a message. Let's create a message. Um, Fox reply. Fox response. Response. Enter. So for the fox, when I receive fox response, when I receive fox response, say the faith, the faith, the faith of your kingdom Is in your hands. Is in your hands. Is in your is in your hands. Okay. Get another say block. The fox will talk for 3 seconds. Get another say block. Is in your hands. Say, you must answer my riddle before I grant you passage. You must answer my riddle correctly. Correctly. You must answer my riddle correctly before I grant you passage. Okay? Before I grant you passage into the forest. Or let's just leave it this way. Before I grant you passage. Going to say it for 3 seconds as well. Before I grant you passage. So the fox is now going to ask her a question. So go to your sensing, look for your ask block, drag it and drop it here. This is when the player or the user comes in. Remember, the name of this animation or the story we are creating is how to use user inputs to create a story in an animation. So what is your name block? You're not asking what is your name. So now the fox is going to ask the princess, what is easy to lift but hard to throw? What is easy to lift but hard to throw? Question mark. What is easy to lift but hard to throw? So this is where our conditional blocks comes in. Our conditional blocks is your if then and your if then else loops. Okay, so you go to your controls. All right, and then you get me your if then else loop. That's what we want to use, your if then else block. Drop it right here and you go to if. Go to your operators and get your equals to block, place it here. Then you return back to your sensing and look for answer. If answer, that is if the princess's answer equals to feather, because that's the answer to the riddle. Feather. Okay. If the answer is equals to feather, then say you are so smart, princess. You are so smart, princess. Get another block. So the fox will say, I will grant you passage because you answered correctly. Then get another seed block and place it here. The fox will also give the princess an instruction. When you find When you find the treasure, when you find the magical treasure, make sure, make sure you carry it on, on your head. That's an instruction. When you find the magical treasure, make sure you carry it on your head. So after saying this, the fox will hide. So let's make the fox stop for 3 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. And when green flag is clicked. Okay, let's play. The princess will glide. And then Anga appeared. Welcome, traveler. Who are you? My name is Anga the Fox. I am the guardian of this forest. What do you seek? My name is Princess Elena. Please, my kingdom is in trouble. I need to get the magical treasure to set my kingdom free. The fate of your kingdom is in your hands. You must answer my riddle correctly before I grant you passage. What is easy to lift but hard to throw? The answer is feather. Feather. Then you enter. So you are going to be helping the princess here. You are so smart, princess. I will grant you passage because you answered correctly. When you find the magical treasure, make sure to carry it on your head. And the fox disappeared. But we have the else option, right? Else, say, else, say, keep trying, princess. Keep trying, princess. That makes Anga the fox a friendly fox, right? So once the fox hides, the backdrop is supposed to switch. So let's click on our backdrop and do something. When green flag is clicked, switch backdrop to woods. So let's go back to fox. If the princess answers correctly, switch backdrop to pathway. Hide and switch backdrop to pathway. So we want to make some modification on our pathway. Create the treasure there because that's where the princess will be getting the treasure from. There's no treasure there, so we'll create it by ourselves, okay? To make pathway. This backdrop. So let's click on the green flag and see. Welcome, traveler. Who are you? My name is Anga the Fox. I am the guardian of this forest. What do you seek? My name is Princess Elena. Please, my kingdom is in trouble. I need to get the magical to set my kingdom free. The fate of your kingdom is in your hands. You must answer my riddle correctly before I grant you passage. So, you are so smart, princess. I will grant you passage. because you answered correctly. When you find the magical treasure, make sure you carry it on your head. All right, the princess is here. Okay, so let's go and code. When backdrop switches to, go to your events. When backdrop switches to pathway, let's reposition Princess Elena. Let's change her size to, change size to, make her 50. Change size to 50. Just 50 and she's becoming bigger. Change size to 50. Then when green flag is clicked, change size to 8. Change size to 8. Okay. Just make this 100. When green flag is clicked, it should be 100. Let's switch. Just leave it at 80. Okay. Fader. You're so smart, princess. I'm glad you person. Okay, change size to, let's use set size to, 50. Alright, this is what I want. So take the princess to this position. Okay, so we're going to make a drawing here. The drawing of the treasure. Right, so click on costume. Then click on the pathway backdrop. Then convert to bitmap. Okay. You go to your rectangle to change this color to, it's a brownish look, something like this. So we'll draw it here. This is where the treasure is. Okay, so let's draw the treasure. Let's draw the treasure. Pick your circle, go to fill. I need to click on this. The center should be white and the outer part should be yellow. Something like this should be okay. All right, that's our treasure. Now let's draw a circle. A circle. And then we remove the outline of our circle. I don't want it to have any outline. Beautiful. Here is our treasure. So the princess will glide. Let's go back. Go to the treasure. The princess will glide from here to here. The princess will glide from here to here to here. Okay. Glide 2 seconds from here to here. Then go to your controls and get your if then loop. If then touching color, go to your sensing. If then touching color, get your eye drop. If then touching this color, then you need to draw another. Click on the princess, duplicate this particular princess. Now we have princess A2. So this princess A2, we are going to draw, make this crystal look like though is on her head. Draw the crystal on her head. Something like this. Okay. When she gets to that place, switch princess, switch costume to princess A2. Then switch backdrop. We'll have to do something on the backdrop again. Go to costume. Get your backdrop. And duplicate. Duplicate the pathway. Now we have pathway and pathway 2. For pathway 2, we are going to delete the crystal. So it will look like though the princess carried the treasure, not crystal, sorry. Okay. So switch backdrop to pathway 2. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. Okay, and the princess came. Now she carried the crystal. Then she's going to say something. When she's done carrying the crystal, she'll say, I'm so happy I found the treasure. I'm so happy I found the magical treasure. I'm so happy I found the magical treasure. It's time to go home. Then she'll say, it's time to go home. It is time to go home. Then the sound will play. The sound will play. Go to your sounds. Get this, place it here. The sound is not here, so let's go and look for sounds. Okay, let's look for teleport again. Then loops, teleport. Let's use teleport too. So she's going to say it's time to go, and then the sound teleport too. And the princess is going to hide. The princess is going to hide. I will grant you passage because you answered correctly. I'm so happy I found the treasure. It's time to go home. She disappeared. Okay? So once she disappeared, the backdrop is going to switch to Castle 1. Switch backdrop to Castle 1. Switch backdrop to Castle 1. Then we'll go again. When backdrop switches to Castle 1, make this sound. We'll go and choose teleport 3. Teleport 3. Where is teleport 3? No, teleport 1. Okay, play teleport 1. Let's teleport one and show. Let's see. Oh, when green flag is clicked, show. Can you see what's happening? Welcome, traveler. Who are you? My name is Anga the Fox. I am the guardian of this forest. What do you seek? My name is Princess Elena. Please, my kingdom is in trouble. I need to get the magical treasure to set my kingdom free. The fate of your kingdom is in your hands. You must answer my riddle correctly before I grant you passage. Then he asked her a question which she answered correctly. You are so smart, princess. I will grant you passage because you answered correctly. When you find the magical treasure, make sure you carry it on your head. She found it and she said she's so happy. It's time to go home. And then she disappeared and appeared in front of the palace. Okay. So we want her to appear here. She's going to appear here. Or rather, let's make her appear here. Set size to, or let's leave her size and just make her appear at this position. Go to play sound and show. Alright. And then she will say something. She will show and switch costume. Switch costume to Princess A and say now, now my kingdom is free. Now my kingdom is free. Now my kingdom is free. And then she will switch backdrop. The backdrop will switch to, let's draw the backdrop I said will be drawing. Click on backdrops, not click, hover and select paint. Then we're going to what to say here. Oh, just want to change this color. White, white. Alright, let's draw. I'm going to type a black color. of black color. This side. The end. Or capital letters. The end. Select and expand. The end. Then you go back, click on princess, switch back up to castle one. No, to what's the name of the backdrop you just drew? It should be backdrop backdrop one. Let's just check. Backdrop two. Let's change it to the end. The end. Switch backdrop to the end. I want it to play sound for the ending part. Let's go and look for a sound. Uh, what does movie sound? No. Sound that we're going to use for the ending part. What about Tada? Okay, Tada. Tada sound. Alright, perfect. So this should be the end. We get the Tada sound. So sound will be play sound Tada. And that will be the end of the song. So let's play from the beginning. Welcome, traveler. Who are you? My name is Anga the Fox. I am the guardian of this forest. What do you seek? My name is Princess Elena. Please, my kingdom is in trouble. I need to get the magical treasure to set my kingdom free. The fate of your kingdom is in your hands. You must answer my riddle correctly before I grant you passage. What is easy to lift but hard to throw? So you'll be helping Princess Elena out as the player. You are so smart, Princess. I'll grant you passage because you answered correctly. When you find a magical treasure, make sure you carry it on your head. She found it. I'm so happy I found the magical treasure. It's time to go home. Now she disappeared and appeared in front of the palace. That is it. Hmm. Sure. You're going to make her wait for some seconds before she switch back. Wait for wait for 1 second. All right. And that is the end of today's class. I hope you enjoyed my story. See you in our next class. Bye for now.